The Monstrous Playbook is an adventure podcast for grown-ups. It contains violence and profanity and deals with adult themes that may be uncomfortable for some listeners. Specific content warnings can be found in the episode show notes. Listener discretion is advised.
This is not only your world. You are not only yourself. These are the players, but this is no game.
I'm Miah, and I play Sutton Malone.
I'm Drew, and I play Robert V. Slaughter.
I'm Lauren, and I play Jack Harrow.
I'm Jonny, and I play literally everybody else. This is Channels. When last we met, the last thing that I believe you had done was to secure a retinue from Mundane. And I think I like the idea of sort of picking up where you're all sort of on the ground floor, yet still in the tourist magi, in like a kind of barracks area where your horses are being brought to so that you can ride out with them, but that also a small garrison is being put together to accompany you. I'm going to say there's like a dozen soldiers that will come with you. And they're all, I think, as distinct from the soldiers that you had seen exteriorly. They have much lighter armor, and their tabards still have the icon of the tower, but instead of being that pale white, they are deep crimson.
So deep crimson tower instead of a white one?
The tower is still white. The cloth is crimson.
Oh, okay.
And one of these soldiers will walk up to you and say unflinchingly directly to Robert, "Right, so you're in charge."
Yeah. Where are we going again?
He looks behind him as though you maybe were trying to ask someone else. "We were told to follow you, sir."
All right, well, you got everything you need? Got to make sure you stay safe.
"Fully equipped to handle anything magical or otherwise, sir."
All right, what do you got?
And he will draw his sword and hold it up to you, and you will notice that at the sort of top of the hilt, he has his finger through a little loop, which he clicks into place, and then his sword lights up with arcing lightning. And he goes, "Spell blades, equipped of varying elements. When we hit, they hit." Unclicks it, sheathes the sword, points at an area on his left elbow, and you can see like there and kind of throughout in his light armor are these little rivets. "Pjetan iron-diked studs. Each one creates a small field which, when interlinked, offers protection against any and all magical influence, be they psychic," he points at his head, "or physic," he points at his junk. "And of course," he like pulls off his right gauntlet, "each of us to a man wears one of Mundane's rings, which will mark us for any more human-sized threats. Not to be bothered." And he is wearing a thick, rough iron ring on his middle finger. "Official business, sir. Your business."
Do you need a lozenge?
Make sure to drink some water, son.
"By your leave."
All right, so it's 12 soldiers. We got Ragna. We got Ringlet. Midden didn't come, right? It's just Midden's men.
Yes.
Well, let's head over there. Let's get going, everybody.
After you, our fearless leader.
Robert flicks his hair back.
His glorious mane of blonde.
I take it we're all on horses. Are we walking?
So you were brought your two horses. I think if you would like to get a third one, I would have someone maybe roll for that.
Fearless leader. Okay, never mind.
I let you. She drives for me. I'm the leader.
Okay. Sure, Robert.
So we got Jack and Robert on one. We got Sutton on another. So riding out to the outskirts with you, yes, Ragna will take a horse that is like a massive black armored war horse. Hitching on the back of her saddle is Ringlet. And the only of these soldiers who's on horseback is the one you were talking to, whose name is Paxton.
I take it he's like a captain.
Yeah, Captain Paxton.
Question for you, Jonny.
Yes.
In my notes, I have down what Sutton saw in the runes were blood letters.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, I don't remember if that's knowledge that I, Miah, know or that Sutton knows. As Sutton is writing. Yeah, I guess I don't know if it would be investigate a mystery or read a bad situation to put 2 and 2 together.
I'm just going to call that a sharp roll. Just roll plus sharp.
Hey, that's going to be a fucking 11.
Yeah, the way that Ringlet was describing the varying species of stalker, that definitely fits the thing that you noted. That's a bloodletter, all right.
Okay. I am going to ride up next to Jack and Robert. Just a heads up. I saw some stuff in the tower when we came up on this town. And based on the descriptions that Ringlet shared with us, I have a feeling that these things that we're coming up to, they're bloodletters. So, just a heads up. Maybe don't get bitten or start bleeding.
Well, I'm not too worried. We got her, points to Ragna.
Are you trying to get on her good side, Robert? Mighty complimentary.
Well, you know, a man knows what he likes.
Well, I'd be careful with sharing that information widely. They don't take kindly to saying that there are stalkers here, so the play might be letting them discover that for themselves, if at all possible.
That's what I agree. I just wanted to let you two know as well.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I appreciate it.
How are we going to kill these things? I feel like the goblin was a little easier to deal with than things called bloodletters.
Well, I'm sure these will come in handy. Holds out his nunchucks.
You're not wrong, Robert.
And those fancy swords they got, and does she have an axe, Ragna? What does she have?
I don't know that I did mention it, but she would be wearing a big ass axe at this point. How I imagine it, though, is that it's like it would be in her saddlebag with the axe head sticking up, and she'd be leaning her massive forearm on it casually, like a steering wheel. And
don't get Robert all hot and bothered.
Oh, I love a woman who knows how to handle a weapon.
I have one way to play this game. Whether I want to or not.
Jack.
Yeah.
Would your book know?
Know what? How to kill these things?
Yeah, or maybe just stalkers in general?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, there's at least 3 different kinds, and if we come across one now, who's to say that there aren't others?
What do you say, Gree? Do you know anything helpful?
I suppose it depends on your meaning of helpful.
How do we kill it? How do we hurt it?
I presume by the traditional means.
What's its weakness?
That part.
Well, as it happens, I have little to no experience with this particular category of entity.
Oh.
Come on, buddy. You gotta know something.
I am a quick study.
Kind of embarrassing.
Damn. I thought our all-knowing book, or tome, would have some sort of knowledge, but I guess there's even limits to your knowledge.
I tend to limit myself to the knowledge that which matters for the project.
I'd say that this matters.
What do you mean project?
What I mean is these beings are creations, phantoms. They're designed to be obstacles. They're game pieces.
Wait, back up. What do you mean, like, aligns with the project?
Well, there are things which are of material need for the furtherance of total knowledge, and there are things which are flights of fancy that are there to amuse children and the weak-minded. He bops his head towards the star. That which is infesting your fallen star is the latter.
Well, your phrasing is kind of weird. Like, I would maybe say research. Or stories.
I understand terminology can get a bit arcane.
Is Gree considered a person or a monster?
Doesn't really matter for you, because you can manipulate either.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow, what a brag.
Can I roll manipulate someone?
What's your intention?
To get him to be honest. Like, project is weird. To say, like, this project, I'm sus. I'm also intrigued.
Roll plus charm.
Fuck!
Oh yeah? How'd that go?
Bad!
Is this a mark experience bet?
Yes, I rolled double 1.
Oof. But
Yeah, I'm just gonna let this go. I mean, it's a 4, but I fail.
Then he is definitely offended. I do not lecture you about unnaturally extending your lives by means that would turn my stomach. I will appreciate you to keep your nose out of my business. Opens up a little bit just to slam his pages shut.
Sutton narrows her eyes at him, but so I guess we kind of just hang back.
for now,
What is the approach?
I mean, once we're there, for the most part, I mean, we were able to see things before, apparently, so do we see anything?
Why don't you roll read about situation?
8.
With that roll, even before you give me a question, I can tell you that you can see a couple of avenues for approach. The tower itself is on its side, basically as though it has fallen away from you. So you can see this, like, most of a circle of its base is the sort of thing that you are approaching. In front of it, approaching it, is what would have been the parts of that base that did not fall, which kind of would give you a good amount of cover if you were to approach quietly enough that you could kind of snake around the exterior of those. They form as kind of twin crescent moons leading up to the tower itself. So you could kind of get in that way and sneak up and get closer there. Or you could barrel into the center and try to take them by surprise and overwhelm them with force.
I'm imagining it like a fallen silo.
Yep, that's a good way to think about it.
All right. I take it after you had said that, like, we see things there. Are we seeing these?
blood letters.
Yeah.
You can see movement, but the category of movement, obviously, I've been playing a lot of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. When you approach a bokoblin camp and they don't see you, they're like doing stuff.
They're just roaming around.
Yep, there's a couple on sort of what would be the ground level on the other side of those twin crescent moons of the original base.
All of a sudden, one of them gets an exclamation point above their head.
Explosion?
Yeah, they seem to be eating huge meat straight off the bone, gathered around little fireplaces, some on the ground floor, and then about what would probably be 2-ish stories up, there's like what might have been an interior wall that they are using as a way to get advantage of height, basically, and they're doing much the same. There's like little groups scattered about.
So we can see them clear as day, though, right? That they are there.
Yes.
Can our group see them? Like all the soldiers and everyone that was like, nah, they don't exist. Nothing's there. Nothing exists.
Yeah, I think Jack is specifically because she was saying to like Sutton and Robert, like, I want them to like have an encounter where they can't, where they're seeing something. So I think Jack is specifically looking to see if anybody gives an indication that like that was weird what I just saw, or like that they're seeing more than what they're letting on.
And I'm curious about Ringlet.
Okay. You are wanting to see the soldiers do not seem to have any reaction whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking for someone to be like, my God, it's true, like, nope, that's not happening. Robert, I've been giving you a lot of information because I'm trying to just set the stage here, but I want to know what your read the bad situation question wants to be. What piece of information are you hoping to glean?
I mean, the typical, are there dangers we're not seeing? These guys sound pretty relaxed at this tower, eating away at meat and just acting like they live here. They've been here for a while.
Here's how I want to put it. There are more dangers here than you can see. I think the fact that they seem so relaxed would be one thing that would kind of clue you in on it. But I think the other thing that you, and maybe you uniquely, would be able to note, this spot was never the site of any kind of a battle. None of these walls were caved in by means of attack. Nothing was pried open. These things did not impregnate this tower. They did not attack, invade, and occupy. They're here by some other means. And it's incredibly likely that there's more of them inside.
I'd like to do my oops.
You will find gleaming in the rough terrain a metal wagon wheel amulet.
Is this same as ringlets?
Yeah, it's a much cheaper looking, much rougher worn, and there's stuff on the exterior that at first you're trying to scrape it off like maybe it's rust, but it's dried blood.
Well, what do you think? Should we go in there with guns blazing or do a little bit of sneaky beaky?
Sneaky beaky. Right.
That's something I specialize in, but I haven't done it in a while.
I mean, I generally prefer subterfuge to just guns blazing, especially when I don't have my guns.
Might be kind of tricky with what we got behind us.
Yeah, I say we try to maybe take out some of the stuff on the outside if we can. Problem is getting the retinue to, I don't know how they're going to approach it if they can't even fucking see it. I feel like I want to try to talk to Ringlet. Robert, did you share that amulet thing with us?
Yeah, I would have picked it up.
You mind if I take that with me?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to go over to Ringlet carrying the amulet. So, we are approaching the tower. Anything feel amiss to you with all of your magical abilities? I don't know, can you like sense spells? Is that a thing you can do?
If they're terribly powerful, I can.
Well, what does this area feel like?
She's gonna look around and then look toward the Fallen Star Tower and shudder. It feels like nothing at all. And then she looks at you, like, eyes kind of wide and perplexed, like a blank space, a patch of ice in a verdant green land.
What would cause something like that?
She shakes her head and looks back towards the towers, an act of the gods themselves.
I think I point at her amulet. Is that your god?
Oh, no. She looks down at it and comes all the way back down to earth. This is part of a new initiative that we've been sponsoring and to some success. This is the mark of the road mages, those who would go out into the rest of the world to collect knowledge as well as distribute it.
Ah, interesting. Do you have many people in your order?
Well, it's not strictly my order. Throm would be the one with the more up-to-date numbers, but there are many. Growing every day.
Ah. Well, I found this, and I hold up the bloodied amulet. We found this nearby here.
Her face goes ashen, and she's like, oh dear.
Maybe we should approach this with some caution, just in case. Can you do any sort of like barrier magics or anything like that? Separate anything that might be inside the tower from outside? That kind of thing. What I'm trying to do, Jonny, I want to kind of put like a barrier in between like more of these things attacking us if we are going to try to get the ones that like are on the outside here. I don't want things to come on us. So I want to put some sort of like barrier between us and them.
Got it. That works because that opens me up to do this. At the suggestion that you want to do some kind of barrier, she'll not even looking at you. Her eyes are trained on the tower and she'd be like, no need of magic for that. And she'll like point extremely steadily. Floor itself works well enough as barrier. Her finger will move imperceptibly. That fallen staircase only way in or out. And then her eyebrow will cock and be like, and if we can knock down that exterior wall, and then she will snap her fingers. Instant monster shield.
Let's make it happen then.
Give me 10 good men and I'll knock down the wall.
I want to give that to you as a plan, but I still need it to be up to you to figure out whether or how to make that happen.
I'm just a girl with a book.
I'm a guy with a sticks on a string.
I think Jack's just like, Sutton, you're pretty strong, right?
I believe in you.
No.
Really? I thought you were.
What gave you that idea?
The first time we met you, you ate a goblin.
I'm like, that time that you sucked the goblin dry like a juice box?
I was fast. I wasn't strong.
Well, can you run really fast and try to knock down the wall? We can give you backup.
It's not necessarily that I'm afraid.
It's okay if you are.
I can run fast. I don't know how I'm supposed to knock down this wall. I mean, if I just fling my body at it, that would hurt.
Well, so, okay, with what Ragna was saying, like, she was saying that there was like a thing that if we could knock down, it would like act as a natural barrier. So like, how was she saying we could do that? Was there like a weak spot or something that she was pointing to when she was pointing?
The idea that she's trying to get across to you, that I'm trying to get across to you, is that like all the stuff that is now appearing as horizontal floors was built to be a vertical wall. So there's a big chunk of wall above what would be the sort of vertical entrance of the stairwell that should be knocked downable, basically just enough force, or if you had, I don't know, if someone could do some kind of magic that would make something explode, or if you could rig something up that would blow up, or you could mash it with something real heavy, maybe like a big axe or some expertly applied nunchucks.
I can do fire.
We've got your fireball. We've got the
Fire could work, maybe.
I got my lightning stick.
I have a minor fire spell.
What if Sutton runs real fast and that momentum with her arm throws something really hard?
There's an idea.
You don't need to be strong if you're really fast.
I don't know if that's how it works.
I mean, with a flying fireball, that could be dynamite.
I mean, you can argue that any bird can go fast, but it's not strong. I mean, it could be flying fast and hit a window, but not break the window.
What's your terminal velocity?
I mean...
Because I've seen birds fly, and you're a lot faster than those birds.
I appreciate the confidence in me. I guess, worst case, I can cause a distraction. Or a very fast fireball.
I say we give the fireball a try, and if all else fails, then we fuck shit up.
I mean, I think it's going to draw attention no matter what, but if you want to go for it, then go for it.
Well, it sounds like you guys want me to go for it.
So, as a matter of fact, you don't have a fireball. That's not what your fire spell.
No, it's not. It's
does.
a minor fire spell.
Yeah, you could probably. With these battle mages, there is every likelihood that you could rig something up that would approximate a fireball, which is to say, like a little sachet of explosive powder that you could then throw and cast fire on, basically.
What about if Robert uses his lightning and I use my fire?
Paxton, do you think you guys could help maybe cause some damage on that wall and make it collapse down?
Magically speaking.
Roll manipulate someone.
Can I help out?
Yes.
9.
9.
Okay.
So mine becomes 10.
He's gonna like shield his eyes to look out at the tower. Yeah, I could bring down that hunk of wall. It'll take us a few seconds of concentrated fire, and in that time, we're gonna become a bit of a target ourselves. You can keep them busy. I can keep them trapped.
Okay. I mean, I thought there wasn't anything out here, but we can do that.
Officially, there isn't anything out here, but I've been sent here with a purpose.
If you want that wall broken, I'll break that
wall.
I'm not gonna get killed by something that isn't even there. So if you can keep that thing that's not there busy.
So, it still sounds like we need a distraction.
I mean, probably. If we're gonna lay down some covering fire, a good distraction would be there. So...
I guess I could run real fast.
Okay, so we need to draw these things' attention. And you were proposing to run along the side of the tower, or where were you proposing to run?
I don't know. I can minor fire spell them and then I can run.
Why don't you simply apparate?
What?
Teleport? Does the terminology offend you? Instantaneous movement from one place to another.
That's not a thing that we know how to do.
Is that like teleportation? I saw that in a movie once. Can someone actually do that?
2 points for the old man.
I don't think that's something that we have the capabilities to do. Unlike these esteemed folks here, we are not magicians.
He's gonna float real close to Jack's ear and be like, never said you were magicians. You are meant to be a mage, and she is meant to be a vampire, unless I've much missed my guess.
Are you talking to me? I'm supposed to be a mage? No, I'm a person. I was born a person in a person body that does person things.
How do you think I was born?
I don't fucking know.
Probably a tree.
Did you come from a library?
That you could all be a handful of decades old and still be such children.
You know what? If you could just explain to me how to fucking do it, maybe I could try. But I don't know what I'm doing.
Roll manipulate someone.
Bad. 5.
Yay, experience.
Yeah.
He will sigh so hard that like the book that's sort of half open, the pages will like ripple as though there's a wind. I shall make this simple enough that a child could understand. Say magic, think magic, do magic.
Oh!
Quite simple.
Why'd you say that in the first place?
I did.
Okay, I'm thinking I want this book to get away from me. Say magic. Book, get away from me. Now leave. Oh, it didn't work. Damn, okay. I don't think it works as well as you're thinking.
You did it in the wrong order. But then he will like flutter back to sort of nestle into your saddlebags. Though I do want now that Ragnar's warhorse will pull up, and I want Ringlet to be like, your floating tome is quite wondrous.
Oh.
What is its provenance?
I don't know.
She tilts her head at you like you just said that you don't have a book. But
it just sort of came to me. I guess it chose me.
She will like settle back into her saddle as though like realizing or deciding something. I see. And then she'll put a hand on Ragnar's back and say, then we are in the right place.
I'm going to hop off my horse.
Okay.
And hand the reins of Sawtooth to Jack.
Okay.
I guess Sutton's gonna stretch a little.
Robert, Robert, are you going to try to use you had some lightning. You were going to maybe try?
I got a wand. I don't even know how good this thing is.
All right, Robert, I'm going to leave you here then, and I don't know what Jack's going to do to help. Between the two horses, it feels like, which one do you think is the faster horse?
Saddleburn is, as the name double entendre implies, if you can get him going the way you want him to, Saddleburn's faster.
Okay. Jack is like, I think she's going to maybe try to see if there's somewhere she can hitch Sawtooth a little ways back. And then she's going to stay on Saddleburn and is going to kind of just like, if Sutton needs help, she's going to maybe try to like
a lookup?
Ride in. Yeah. She's kind of just like, I don't know where I can be the most use right now. So she's kind of just like floating.
Robert will be there with support, with heals and his lightning wand.
Don't forget your nunchucks.
And nunchucks if it comes to close combat.
So how the others will split up then, I think that Ragna and most of the soldiers will be with you, Robert and Jack, out of range but ready to spring into action. A subset, Paxton and 4 of the other soldiers will be sneaking around the left side of the wall to get close enough to the base of the tower to start firing something to try to knock down that bit of wall.
Did we say what Ringlet was doing?
Ringlet, I think she would be off the horse, but standing behind where you guys are, Jack and Robert. Like, I imagine Ragna, like, spinning all the way around, picking up Ringlet by her little shoulders, and picking her up bodily and depositing her onto the floor.
All right, so Sutton, are you running in, or what are you doing?
Yeah, you are the shot that everybody's waiting for.
Yeah, Sutton's have been standing there stretching straight and then sort of disappear in a blur.
Roll act under pressure.
And with my preternatural speed, I get a +1 on going.
All right.
8.
So difficult choice, worse outcome. Here's the choice. You can either get into range to be able to toss off some fire at these guys, but then they will see you and be able to shoot and hit you while/before you do that.
What are they shooting?
Well, I'll tell you if you pick that option. Option 2, you can like clock that they have seen you, which they absolutely have, and veer off so that you can't be in range and they won't hit you with whatever they're shooting.
But will their attention still be on me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to choose the latter.
So all the rest of you see this, Sutton, like Sonic the Hedgehog in Skyrim. You see like she's kicking up a cloud of dust behind her as she's bolting in. The group of these guys on the ground, you can see one of them stand up and jerk his head to look, and then pull out some kind of a club and then start banging it on his own leg that has like a ring of like lashed together thick pale bones. And as he hits it, it makes this like tung 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 kind of a hollow high-pitched drum sound. And another one of the things around this particular campfire, there are 4 of these things. One of them scrambles over to pick up a gigantic longbow and puts something much bigger than an arrow in it and fires it at you. And it arcs through the air, and you change direction and scurry off to the side instead of straight at them. What lands, there's another big cloud of smoke, of dirt and dust. As that clears, those of you who are standing behind can see that it's a thigh bone. Sutton is scurrying. Those 4 guys by that campfire are sounding the alarm. 4 of these other bloodletters you can see. Each one of them runs over to a little pile of rubble or something and pulls something out of it and fits a skull over their own heads. All the guys up top have skull helmets. They're now fully alert to at least one person being here. What do you want to do?
I mean, I think Jack shouts to the group and to Robert and anybody who has any sort of firepower and is like, now.
All right, everybody, here they come. I want you to get your weapons ready. They're coming in hot. Ragnar, you ready for this?
She looks at you with her eyes closed, and when she opens her eyes, her pupils are so wide. I'm ready. And she does that thing where she grabs her axe by the head and just kind of yanks it up and lets it float, and then grasps it out of the air with a screeching battle cry, rides off towards the tower.
Go get him, my lady.
Are the people, the soldiers, firing at the wall like we were telling them to try to knock it down?
You can see some activity happening over there. Roll read a bad situation. How about that?
12.
If you want the guys that you are with to start attacking the monsters as well, I would have you roll for that.
Well, what we wanted was them to attack the wall to have it come down, right?
There's 2 groups of these soldiers.
There's 2 groups. Okay.
There's the ones that are with you that would definitely have likely crossbows. And then there's the other group that's a ways up that had gone and is now sort of backing up Sutton. You can see volley after volley of arrows shooting up to, but not quite getting the wall.
Oh, so there's some sort of barrier?
No, they're just falling short.
Oh, okay.
And that's separate from the group that we sent to go destroy the wall, right?
That is the group that's you sent to destroy the wall. Sorry. The group that's with you won't do anything unless you tell them to.
Okay, thank you.
You're in control of them. The group that's up ahead is firing at this wall, and you can see a few volleys of arrows. Probably at this point just one, set of arrows go and not quite make it to hit this little ledge. I'll start calling it a ledge.
Robert, can you hit it with your lightning or something?
I guess that's a Jonny question. What's the range on this thing? We used it very close quarters last time. Am I allowed to?
You sure did.
Am I gonna have to move up a bit, or?
I think you'd have to move up a bit.
From where Ragna is with her charging in, and where I am, how far up do I need to be to hit the wall? Do I have to go past her, or?
The rate she's going, it would take
a while.
It would take a bit to go past her. I'm going to try to get this into numbers, and I want to try to use my brain to figure out what I think it actually looks like. So I think you are 400 feet away. I think you would have to cut that in half. So you would have to get close enough to be basically on the tower side of where that thigh bone landed. You would have to put yourself in range of their ranged weaponry in order to use yours.
All right, man. We're going to move up a little bit. See if we can get this wall taken down.
The closest and sort of seemingly ranking member in your party right next to you goes, okay, let's take down this wall.
Video game NPC.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna go that distance and walk up, and I'm gonna have them there just in case. Jack, are you coming too, or are you chilling?
Yeah, I don't know. Jack is fucking, how do I help in this scenario?
Do you have a bow?
I do, so I guess I can use that. I'm gonna stay on Saddleburn, and I'm gonna ride in, I guess, on Saddleburn and take out my bow as I'm riding.
Okay.
Really clenching those thighs. All right, let's fucking get in there.
Yeah, let's walk the distance.
The important thing I need to know at this point then is, what is Sutton doing?
I feel like I want to try and help or protect the guys that are trying to bring the ceiling wall down.
So, to be clear, the stalkers that you can see don't seem to notice Paxton and his men at all, because your distraction has worked. The arrows are coming from Paxton and his men.
Got it.
Everyone who is trying to attack you, and the best way that you could keep Paxton and his team safe would be to either get yourself to the opposite side of the terrain or head on in and start slashing.
Can I ask a clarifying question? What was Ringtail doing?
Ringlet.
Ringlet
damn it.
is standing by back.
Okay, well then in that case, before I set off, I'm gonna kind of like look back over my shoulder to her and be like, "You hear that over there? Doesn't sound like nothing.
What are you doing?
Come on, you're an intellectual, right? Don't you want to see what it is?"
Put her on your horse. Put her on your horse.
She's gonna look at the tower and look up at you and manipulate someone.
Ray, gonna put her in safety. You're gonna take her out.
7. My main goal here, Jonny, is I really want to I want her to be able to fucking see the proof. These things are existing. Don't deny your fucking eyes and ears.
The one person you need to convince is sitting in the back.
Exactly.
I think with a 7, I think there's nothing else she can really say except, perhaps I'll take a look after the initial melee has passed.
Fine. Stay back here. Pocket of safety. Keep your ears open for what you're hearing and don't forget what you hear.
Okay.
I'm gonna ride off.
So I have a good idea of what Robert's going to go try. I have a vague idea of what Jack's going to try. I need to know what Sutton does next.
I think I just want to shoot fire at the things that are starting to come after me.
Okay, at the bloodletters themselves?
Yeah.
That makes sense. You're bolting in. Roll use magic.
I also, just so you know, have no information on how much damage this fire does and what not. So
I know.
okay.
I also want to be clear that I think I'm taking my horse towards where Sutton is and not with the rest of the soldiers.
Okay.
Because I don't think she thinks she can help because she doesn't have any magic.
Sorry to count 2 or 3 times to make sure I had it right. 12.
Hey.
Yay.
Okay. You tell me what happens.
Well, so the thing I picked up was a scroll. Sutton would pull out wherever this scroll is that she's kept on her video game person.
I think you learned it. You read it and you learned it.
Well, I haven't used
Right,
it.
but I mean, the magic is within you. So
You've learned it. You've acquired the knowledge, the skill.
So you have a minor fire spell. It's not an advanced move, so it basically just does what you wanted it to, which was to damage as many of the bloodletters as possible. Do you want a suggestion?
Yeah, help.
Their fire doubles in size. Their little campfire just goes and a gout of flame hits 2 of them. They immediately descend, trying to put out the fire that their legs and loincloths have both caught fire.
I feel like Sutton's just gonna fucking run towards one of them. Hopefully, maybe this is unexpected, but at the very last second, I want to not pivot, but sidestep, just.
So just be doing that thing of oh,
Shut the
am I
fuck
gonna go?
up.
Am I gonna go? Which one am I gonna go?
You guys. I'm trying to think of what it is because I did it a lot in soccer and blah blah blah.
You juke to the side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I try and kick them. I don't know.
I need to know what your intention is here.
Distraction and intimidation.
I'll call that roll act under pressure to kind of get up in their business and run circles around them, basically.
Would you, since I'm running?
Yep, that's a +1.
Okay. Thank you. 13.
Dope. Okay, yeah, you get in there, and one of the ones that's on fire and the other one that has the big-ass longbow are dealing with you and trying to hit you, and for the moment, failing. Jack, what are you doing?
So yeah, I was trying to sort of join up with Sutton and give her maybe some backup.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm riding up on Saddleburn. Got my bow and arrow out.
So yeah, there are 2 of these things that are on fire. One has a big longbow that he's not seemingly able to make good use of. And another one, the only thing I can think of to compare this to is, you remember the Far Side cartoon about cow tools?
No.
All right.
Sorry.
It looks like a big, flat, ugly slab of metal, like big old butcher knife. But instead of one single sharp edge, it curves off unnaturally.
Oh,
as though
I see.
you had
I've looked it up.
You had spiral spilled a bunch of molten metal, and then it hardened into these spikes.
Gotcha.
So it's got one of those things. The length of that blade area is about as long as your forearm. And that one makes eye contact with you, Jack. Its mouth slides open in a horrid rictus grin.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think she is Like, gonna try to, like, the horse to go faster.
Okay.
She's gonna try to shoot this guy, like, maybe, I mean, I think she's trying to go for, like, the throat or something like that.
That makes sense.
Somewhere where there would be a lot of blood.
Roll kick some ass.
Oh, I got 6 on one, hang on. It's not, and I got a 3 on the other, so that's a 10, because I have +1 to tough.
Okay, pick your advantage.
Would you allow me to force them where I want them?
Where do you want them?
They're not, like, on like, riding, and they're just, like, standing, right? They're not,
These
like...
ones are just standing and they're just on the ground. There's another contingent of them that's up about a story and a half in the...
Yes. Where I want him, I want the force of the impact to hopefully... Can I have him kind of go towards the fire pit?
Yep, that's what I was thinking you were going to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I would like to do.
Yeah, he starts kind of running at you, rears back his arm to swing. You hit him square between the middle of his chest and his shoulder that uses the momentum of that to throw him off balance, and then he's like tipping backwards, plops his side on the fire. Robert.
I made it to my position, I take it?
Yep.
All right, one time.
Okay. Roll use magic.
How'd it go? Did you gain XP?
Could always use a luck point.
Oh, goodness. You know what? Fuck it. Let's use a luck point.
Hey, which for the mundane is good.
Mhm.
I mean, you're more doomed, but it's still good.
So I want to clear this up first. This is the first time of the night having to open up these.
What do I get?
I'm pretty sure you get like a useful clue.
It says you will find something weird, maybe even useful.
Ah, okay.
You're going to find that in a bit. So, luck point, that magic does what you want it to. Narration-wise, here's what you see. Robert, you are pulling up to figuring out that you are in range to strike at that bit of wall. Some more of these arrows are coming out of Paxton and his retinue. Some of them are hitting the sort of ledge. One or two like reach above and land like paper airplanes atop the ledge. You fire your lightning wand as the bolt is like extending out to make contact with that bit of ledge. You can see these little explosions. It takes you a minute to figure out, but these are arrows that were in the air. As they are charged by your electricity, they just create these balls of electric force that are about the size of probably a beach ball. And then as it contacts the wall itself, a half a dozen more of those up there also go off, dislodging huge chunks of brick from this ledge. And then eventually it like crunks, and then the other half kind of goes down a little bit more, and then the whole thing just drops. Covers up this opening. A few of the like larger chunks. The way I drew it, it does make sense that this happens, and I want it to happen that the bow-wielding stalker that Sutton is juke dancing with, it like rolls down and smushes that one's leg. So that dude with a bow is trying to swat with his bow at where he thinks Sutton is supposed to be, and then something hits him from behind and he falls forward, and then it crushes one of his legs. And you hear like, it sounds like a gross strangled elephant screeching.
Is there any reason I should roll act under pressure?
I mean, do you want to?
No?
Yeah, you can. No, go ahead. It's a good idea.
And we wonder why you level up so much.
That's a 4.
Jonny, can you hurt me more, please?
Absolutely. So what that means then is this dude falls down, his leg gets crushed, his massive longbow slams into the ground, kicking up a cloud of dust. You trip over it. I think you don't take harm, but you are like stunned and winded. You take a big gulp of sandy air, and you feel a clawed hand close around your ankle.
I'm going to try and kick it off of me and try and just get away.
You are trying to do that. Robert has a hand raised.
Yeah. Can I use the power of heart on that and help her out? Because it's fighting a monster, and I'm helping someone out.
Yes, so here's what I'm going to do. Tell me how you would help from this range.
First off, I'm just going to say I automatically rolled a 10. So whatever she... Oh, wait, sorry.
Yes,
No.
that will be true, but I need to know what are you trying to do to help?
First off, I'm still pretty far away, though, right? She's right by the tower, right?
Yes.
I have two thoughts here. Either one, I lightning something on like the leftover wall and hits him again, double hit, or are there any other ones that are nearby him?
There's one that's on fire in the fire. And then there are 2 other ones that are just on fire from the waist down.
Are the other ones closer to me?
Yes, the other, just to let you know and make sure that you're keeping track of them, and also to give you something that's a little odd about them, the other ones, there's another foursome of these guys up about a story and a half. They seem to just be watching.
Don't love that.
I would like to use my wand and use what lightning does best, and I want to hit the closest one and hope that like kind of ting 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 and goes to that one. Arcs to them. Although, okay, I mean, yeah.
If you wanted to help Sutton escape, I would allow that. That makes a bunch of sense to me. The twist will be, if you want it to do any damage, I will make you roll use magic. But if you want it to just aid with Sutton's next act under pressure roll to get away, I can totally see how that would work.
Let's do that.
Sutton, roll act under pressure.
Okay.
Because the move itself has to work off of hers.
Yeah.
Yes.
It gives her a bonus.
Do I still take +1 from preternatural speed?
No, you're not running.
Okay, but I do get a +1 from Robert.
Yes.
6.
Well, you tried.
I did.
Let's take this story, this plan, close it, and put it on the shelf.
I told you I wasn't a fighter.
So, Robert, you extend your wand, and an arc of lightning hits one of the on fire dudes who stops trying to put himself out of fire and just goes stiff. It arcs to the next one who does the same. It arcs to the one who's in the fire who like straightens up like a plank. And then the arc is like coming towards the one pinned under the bit of stone. And you can see in his eyes that he knows what's going to happen. He just is going like, oh no. And Sutton tries to wriggle out, but can't. It hits him, which then spreads to you, Sutton. So you two, if it didn't do any damage to them, it doesn't do any damage to you, but you are held fast by this dude. All of the muscles in his body have gone taut, which means he is absolutely gripping your ankle painfully.
I'm guessing this is similar to a taser, so Sutton's also.
Yep, and you are, your teeth are chattering and you're getting tased, bro.
Can I try to shoot that one?
Yes, you can. We'll kick some ass.
8.
Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, I think the actual effect of this won't be as satisfying because you do like arc an arrow through that lands squarely in the back of this monster, but because he's so being electrified, he doesn't react. He's not able to react in any way.
Yeah.
But I think at this point also will come charging through, reaching an ululating cry, Ragna, and one of the on fire guys, she just swings through and buries her axe in its chest and kind of more or less rides off with him.
Okay.
Which will break the circuit. So Sutton, you are now no longer being shocked, but neither is the bloodletter that has you.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to attack him.
With what?
My claws.
Excellent. Roll kick some airs.
This will probably be fine.
Hey,
Miah.
I have a weird question.
3rd double ones tonight.
Oh no.
So this is a 1.
You have to speak nicely to your dice, Sutton.
I know. I used my other pair. But the good news is that I leveled up.
Congrats.
Suffering from success.
You probably you have enough for advanced improvements already, don't you?
Oh yeah, I did that last time. I'm for sure though going to level up my tough.
So the way I think I want to narrate this is that this guy that has you gripped, you kind of go at him with your claws, but he uses his other hand to just effortlessly catch your wrist. His huge arms, he like basically gets you in almost a bear hug and then rolls himself onto his back, and you can hear the tendons in his leg tearing to do it, but he just has you wrapped in his huge arms and he's crushing you. You will take 1 harm.
Do I still take 1 harm from a mortal? You do not aid or sicken, and whenever you suffer harm, you suffer 1 less harm.
You take 1 harm minus 1 harm.
Okay, thank you.
but you cannot breathe or move.
I think Jack probably sees like Sutton being grappled by this thing, and she's gonna like try to get closer to this thing. Just like shout over it to be like, "Hey, bloodsucker! Not you, the other one.
Like, the one not on fire.
Yeah, you don't want her blood." I'm gonna try to jump off of Saddleburn, slap him on the ass so he runs off a little bit, and try to like come in and with my short sword try to like jab this guy and maybe get him to loosen his grip on Sutton.
Okay, roll kick some ass.
Holy shit, Jack. 12.
Excellent.
I'm not good at fighting, but I'm doing pretty well.
Pick your advantage.
I think I want to force him where I want him because I want him to let go of Sutton was my goal.
Okay, that will mean you'll take some harm from him.
Okay.
Okay. So I think what this actually properly looks like is you come in and start slashing at his arms to like inflict some pain, maybe sever some tendons, and then he does release Sutton to the point where she can wriggle out, but then he like starts with you now in range, pummeling at your chest and arms. You will take one harm.
Okay.
And he doesn't seem to be doing very well. I think there's like a thin river of foam coming out of his mouth.
Can I use fire?
You can use fire. Roll use magic.
Okay. Come on, Dice. I love you so much. You're so pretty and gold and red. Just like the magic I'm trying to use. 9.
Pick a glitch.
I will take 1 harm.
Okay.
Sutton is pulling the fire from the bonfire, and there's a stream of fire that just circles around, like spirals around this stalker.
I will need you to take that harm and not reduce it from being immortal.
Yes, because it says you take 1 harm, ignore armor.
Yes. So that will consume this one in flame. He will writhe as a ant below the beam from a magnifying glass, and then fall slack.
I just want to paint a quick image as this is like happening. Sutton is standing there, shoulders kind of like slumped forward, but she is staring at this stalker who is just being burned alive. It's not the same look as the goblin or I think it was the tavern people. Like, it's not a hungry look, it's more of a like kind of scared, fuck you look, haunted.
A scared
Scared, haunted, fuck you.
I'm there. You all right?
Yes, no, thanks.
Yeah. Jonny, of these corpses that are still here, which one is the most in good condition?
There are 2 that aren't corpses. Well, there's
they're
one
still
that's
burning?
not a corpse.
Oh, okay. Where's that one?
There's one that's writhing in the fire, and then there's another one that's been picked up by Ragnar's axe, and then there's another one that is probably getting pretty close to not being on fire anymore.
Okay, where's that one?
He is between you and Robert. He's still a little bit on fire, but he would look at you and look at Robert and run away from you and charge at Robert.
So that guy is charging towards Robert.
Yes.
And then there was another one you said that Ragna had rode off with, and that was it? Was just those 2?
There are 4 more up on...
But they're just watching.
But they're just watching. Yep.
Okay. What about this corpse below me? What's his head look like, let's say? Like where was the most of the burn? Hopefully not his head.
Center mass. I think the head is probably charred but intact.
All right. Then I think Jack is going to say to Sutton, maybe don't watch. And she's going to hack off this guy's head.
All right.
Evidence.
Oh, when you say, like, don't look and you're about to bring down your sword, whatever the fuck you're using, Sutton is gone.
Robert, you got a guy coming at you.
I'd like to do a little double trouble here.
All right.
The fuck does that mean?
You'll see. Robert sees this guy coming at him. About how far away is this guy?
I'm going to say 50 feet in closing.
50 feet in closing? Okay. Robert's going to use his wand, hit this guy in the legs. You want me to roll for that quick?
I do. Roll use magic.
Got an 8.
Okay, pick a glitch. The effect is weakened. It is of short duration. You take 1 harm. It draws immediate unwelcome attention, or it has a problematic side effect.
I'll just do like a short duration.
Okay.
Just enough that I can, stumble this guy a little bit.
I'm going to say that what happens is he's getting pretty close. He's like rushing at you. Sometimes he'll like fall forward, scramble on his hands like he's a wolf. You shoot him in the legs and he like goes stiff on all 4s and totally still. but only for a few seconds.
Are those few seconds enough for me to close the distance on him?
Yes, I just need to know on your horse or on foot.
On foot. Robert does not know how to ride a horse.
Okay, so you run up.
Robert's hesitant to run at first, and then he realizes as he starts to move that he doesn't feel pain in his back or his legs or anything like that. And he's like, wait a second. I can move like I could back in the day.
Oh, growing joy on your face with every step.
And as Robert gets closer, he whips out the nunchucks. Full swish around, and I'm gonna do a slash at his face. I'm gonna knock the guy out.
I'm gonna have you roll kick some ass.
That is 11.
Excellent. Pick your advantage.
I would like to inflict terrible harm.
He's only still for a second, but then the moment you get up there and he starts to move again, you start knocking him around, get him in the stomach and take his breath away, and then crack him across the back to send him stumbling. Do like a 3-hit spin move where you smack him in the face a couple of times. I think he will, dazed, throw a haymaker that will catch you in the shoulder and throw you off balance and give you 1 harm. So you'll still take that. But I like the idea that 1, you're remembering how you used to move and funneling that into the rhythm of the dance, and you just let his hit become a part of your spin and amplify the momentum as you whack him across the head for the one last blow. Does that action movie spin and lands on his back in a cloud of dirt. And you hear a horrible 4-part cackle from the skull helmeted bloodletters above.
Jonny, how many times are you going to let me oops in this whole scenario?
As many times as you. I don't think there's a limit.
There's no limit? Okay.
At least 1 more.
Let's oops right now.
It makes sense to do this. What I'll give you for oops is that you notice that this fellow, they're a little charred and blackened in spots. His calves are surrounded by lashed together leg bones. So too are all 3 of the other ones from down here. The ones up there don't have any. And I think the one I'm giving you with this oops is that they formed little gangs. These guys, those leg bones mean they're all friends. And the guys up there have their skull helmets. That means they're rivals, petty little weirdos.
Jonny, what is Ragna and the soldiers and Paxton doing?
Paxton soldiers, you can't quite tell. The ones that had been with you have taken up and are taking aim at the bloodletters above with their crossbows.
Is the wall that we knocked down, was that attached to that tower that they're in?
From your perspective, it was like a ledge above.
Well, they better freaking move because they weren't hitting the wall before.
Yeah, they're coming close. From where you're at, I think the archers, there's some more coming your way. Paxton and his are on their way to you. They aren't there just now, but the ones that had been by you are now standing next to you and aiming up at the bloodletters above.
Ragna, she's still on her bloodlust?
Yeah, I think she's probably coming down, especially because she's riding around on her horse, probably has thrown off the monster that she had got and is looking for a way to climb up there, but not quite finding one.
Is there anybody on the ground left to fight?
No.
It's just the 4 in the tower.
Mm-hmm. And I think I like the idea that one of them steps to the edge and props a leg up on a fallen bit of stone and calls down to you.
You kill shin bones good. How you fight good big blood kills.
He will dismissively cast a hand at Ragna.
4 legs, cheating.
Same at Sutton.
Sicker magics, cheating.
But then level a finger at Robert.
Me champion after you champion. Challenge times.
Why don't you go from your little ivory tower, you scaredy cat?
Skin things no honors. Me down yonder, what keeps 4 legs from firing it?
Me speak pig Latin.
Skullhead's safe up yonder. Skullhead's not half too strong. Skullhead's not stupid.
And he knocks his skull helmet.
Skullhead's smart.
Does Jack want to go show that head off?
I do. I don't want to interrupt anything if you want, but I do think that's what Jack would be doing.
I mean, right now I'm feeling like this is like a
little bit of an impasse.
Lord of the Rings, 2 Towers. Saruman is in his tower.
Yeah.
He's been beaten.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Jack would be trying to, she would take the head as evidence and would ride back to where Ringlet is.
Okay. So it takes a bit, I think, for some of you to put things together, but I do think you will start to get, and Paxton will come up behind you and probably explain. I think he's challenging you to a duel, sir.
Well,
I'm as surprised as you are that the thing can even talk.
Was there a staircase up to them? Or are they...
I think we blocked the entrance to it because we destroyed the thing.
What do you want me to do?
No.
What they want you to do is agree that they will send down someone to fight, and they'll fight you. If they win, they get to kill you all. And if you win, you get to ask them for something.
Those are
pretty good terms, yeah.
pretty good terms. Either we kill you...
Or you can ask us 3 questions. What's your favorite color?
I'm good with that.
You seem to have a bit more intelligence than these shin bones down here. How about we discuss terms?
Soft things always want smart talks.
Otherwise, I'll send this one after you. Looking, points to Ragna with just she got the bloodlust looking on her face still. Ready to
Another one from behind this guy will be like, 4 legs is cheating.
Ragna, could you be a deer and hop off your horse?
There's the ground shakes a little bit when she steps down and steps down the rest of the way.
You see? She's not 4 legs anymore. So what's the issue?
I think the thing that I want to have happen here is that Paxton will sort of tug on your robe. Sir, there's every reason to believe that the Iron-Dite arrows will do to him what they did to that there ledge.
Maybe we can make them come to us.
Why be honorable?
Well, how about I charge your arrows and we make them come to us if they're going to be silly-nilly up in the tower? Robert is feeling a little bit more okay with violence and things like that as he's in this has taken him back a little bit. He hasn't been in a fight in a long time, and he can also move his body. It's not just a mop moving side to side. It's fighting. And
it's a whole new way of cleaning up.
Robert used to kill for a living, so
this better not awaken anything in me.
Yeah, let's bring them down to our level.
So here's what I want that to mean. Basically, what's been happening, they have been outfitting some of their arrows with some of those Iron-Dite studs from their armor, which apparently, when charged with magic, explode. I will have you roll kick some ass to have them fire a volley of arrows, and then I will have you roll use magic to charge them up with lightning magic.
Remind me, are these guys battle mages?
Yes.
Can I have them charge up their own arrows?
I'm still going to need it to be a roll.
Can it be a charm roll?
You know what?
He's like being a little battle commander.
Yeah. I'm a
think
support
it can.
guy. Okay.
I think it can. Roll command.
Okay. You wanted the kick some ass first, though? Or do you just want command the whole thing? Because they're doing it all.
Yeah, I think I just want you to roll plus charm to command these guys to do stuff. Based on how well you do this, that will dictate how well they do that.
11.
Excellent. It's fun for me to have it go thusly. That they take their place, half of them kneel, half of them stand behind them, and they fire a volley up. They don't hit many of the bloodletters above, but they get the arrows buried into the walls or sitting on the ground. And then as someone gives the command to fire them up, suddenly Ringlet is standing next to you. And she holds her hand up towards the ledge where the bloodletters are and closes her fist. And they go up in a pillar of flame. The last fact that I will need to communicate is that after doing that and blowing up those guys, Ringlet will appear faint and wobbly and almost fall down, but brace yourself against Robert's horse.
Robert doesn't have a horse.
Well, then against Robert.
Oh my fucking god. So sometimes when writing these cold opens into our intermissions can be tough and also extremely awkward. Usually, my fallback for segueing into things like our intermission is a joke. Now, don't judge me, listener, or Lauren. I hear you judging me. I Googled.
I can't promise anything.
I Googled joke of the day, and I was fed this joke about a bike. Why did the bike fall over?
Why?
Because it was too tired. Now, onward to the announcements.
Okay. First up, on Patreon, we've got some stuff coming. First of all, we have our episode, the last episode of Brindlewood Bay miniseries with David from Trials of the Apocalypse. That will be releasing on September 4th over on our Patreon. So what the hell are you doing? Get on over there, go and take a listen and hear from Verdi, Billy, and Pearl. God damn it. I got it. Verdi, Billy, and Pearl, those lovely ladies, and you won't regret it. And then after that, we will be back with our next episode of Channels in 2 weeks from now on September 9th. Miah, why don't you share some reminders?
Reminders. Meow.
Reminders.
Reminders. Leave us God.
Why do you keep reading like the heading as like a thing? Reminders.
It's just pointing out what's coming their way.
Next time I do this, I'm going to go announcements. Promo.
If you would like to support the show, there are a couple great ways that you can do that. You can leave us a rating or review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or whatever your listening platform of choice is. Did you know that word of mouth is the best way for us to gain new listeners? Tell your friends. We love new friends. You can follow us on whatever your social media platform of choice is. We are at Monsters Playbook on Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and Tumblr. If you're able to, you can also support us monetarily. We have a Patreon with exclusive episodes, subscriber-only swag, bloopers, and so much more. Or if you want to wear our characters' faces on your body, we have a merch store. You can get t-shirts or a desk mat, and we also have a Ko-fi page. But the best thing that you can do, aside from telling your friends and rating our show and following us on social media and supporting us monetarily, join our Discord.
All of those things. Do them.
Come hang out with us on Discord. We talk about our podcast. We talk about what video games we're playing, music that we're liking, and we also share so many photos of our cats or other pets. Show us a picture of your bearded dragon or snake or whatever creature you have in your life that you love dearly. The links to all these things that I have mentioned can be found in our Direct Me profile in this episode's show notes.
Promo. Our promo this week is for Kitten Marlowe, an actual play podcast telling fun and exciting stories of gothic horror set in Victorian London using the Between rule set. Let's take a listen.
They say that the sun never sets on Queen Victoria's empire, but the same isn't true of the city at its heart. As night falls over London, murderers, monsters, and much worse stalk its cobblestone streets. When Scotland Yard fails to protect the innocent, the residents of Hargrave House step in. A cursed American on the run from his past.
People die every day here, Douglas.
A free-spirited Selkie torn between land and sea.
I cannot say that I have made the right choices.
An immortal beauty hiding a twisted reflection.
What a marvel to be aging in reverse.
And a troubled sorcerer stalked by dark entities.
For me, night holds no comfort nor terror.
Can these extraordinary individuals save the Sceptered Isle? Or will they succumb to their own darkness and become little more than the monsters they once hunted? Join us as Kitchen Marlowe presents Shadows in the Smoke, a gothic horror actual play series. Available at Kitchen Marlowe, wherever you listen to podcasts.
You can find out more about Kitten Marlowe on their website, kittenmarlowe.com, which we've linked in this episode's show notes. And be sure to check them out on your social media platform of choice and wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, Lauren.
All right. Conclusion.
I've got another joke. I think it's better than the first one, but it's a little cringe. I will give a shout out to Jonny because he is the one that told me this joke. Shit. I remember the
good one.
How do you cancel an appointment at a sperm bank? You call him and say, you can't come.
Oh, gross. Okay.
Get out of here.
Bye. Let's get back to the
show.
clean listening of this show. Just kidding. We're not clean.
No, we're children.
Bye.
So Ringlet is a little burnt out, but focused. You have now killed all of the bloodletters outside, deciding that you didn't want to take them up on their weird, stupid offer to do a one-on-one, even though the stakes made perfect sense.
It's totally fair.
We win. We kill everyone. You win. You can ask us a question.
Or a favor. So now you have a series of charred dead bodies and a rubble-clogged way in.
Ringlet's just tired, right? She's not unconscious.
Right.
Well, you see these? Do you believe us now?
I think Jack rides up and she's like holding a fucking head and she's like, why the fuck did I do this then? God damn it.
Hey, Ragnar, you want this?
No, we could probably still keep it for evidence.
I think Ringlet will say, we will require it as evidence.
Put it on the horse.
Yeah, it's in saddle burned saddlebags.
Unfortunately, all that proves is that there was something outside. She points at the rubble-strewn entrance. If they are truly colonized this place, we will need evidence of that.
Well, it's a good idea. We have a strong woman over here to help move some of these rocks.
Ragnar fastens her enormous axe somewhere across her broad back and looks at you and goes, flirt, and starts stomping towards the entrance and like just kind of taking it in and doing some rudimentary maths in her head.
What can I say? The silver hair matches the silver tongue.
They have a definite word for silver where you live, mage. No.
Yeah, because your hair is not silver. You're just blonde right now.
Robert's forgetting about that thing. I've had a lot of toast.
I was like confused for a second. I'm like, oh yeah, his hair is not silver.
What she would say is, silver means something different where you come from, Blondie.
You got me there.
Little baby golden hair. Brother golden hair. So that's what's up. It's important to me to remind you that you had blocked off this door such that nothing else could come out and get in the way of this fight. So if you think there's something on the other side of this rubble, what's the play?
Well, now this was kind of pointless putting this thing down now if we have to fucking still go inside.
That's the only way in. There's no kind of...
Is there another way in? Can I read a bad situation?
Roll read a bad situation.
Jack is good at casing buildings. 11.
I'd also like to do an oops in the context of that. If you'll allow it.
I have a plan, but I want to resolve Jack's things first. So 11 for...
Read a bad situation. I would like to know, is there another way in? Or maybe my best way in.
There would still have been windows on the higher stories.
So if we could just climb a bit, we could perhaps get into one of the windows. Okay. I guess any dangers that I haven't noticed now that we've sort of caused a ruckus.
I think the only way that it makes sense to answer that is like Jack has some kind of a physiological sensation when she knows she's being watched.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? I'm thinking like Abel Turner from Ninth House, how he had a prickle on the back of his neck, like something like that.
Is this too weird for it to say that I feel like the tattoo that she has on her arm of the starlings that she has, I feel like it weirdly like prickles.
Okay, I like that. Third question.
One question that's coming up is like, looking at this tower, do I get a sense of where like there might be a concentration of these things? Like realistically looking at the tower, its structural components, if there is a hub to be in this place that these creatures might be, do I know where that might be? Can I figure out where that might be, the epicenter?
I think I'm going to have that coincide with Robert's oops.
Okay.
Because it was Robert's oops, I like the idea. Robert, something told you should check the map and see if like that would have something and you can zoom in and see right where you are and see if there's other spots. You know how there are those little green dots that Gree was able to put on your map denoting where there's a hole between this place and the real world?
Portals.
There's something kind of like that, except it's... Instead of just being a green dot, it keeps flickering in and out of kind of being there, but it's like a shimmering white dot kind of rimmed with this green. And in that spot, the very top of the tower, like is fallen in such a way, if you were to look at it from the side, it would look like the tower was growing out, or like it was a sandworm that had come out and was slithering across the countryside, and kind of where the tower makes contact is buried into the earth. That's the epicenter.
At the top of what would be the top of the tower?
What would be the top of the tower?
Okay. Well, how you guys do with like climbing stuff? I think Jack asks Ragna and the soldiers, you got any climbing gear on you? Because I figure, and she points to like one of the windows near the top of the tower. I figure if we can climb up into one of those windows, we can get in. My money is on there being a lot of activity there.
So here's how I want to do that. Because I think between what you could probably scavenge out here, the average adventuring gear that they would maybe have, and especially the like exposed interior of this tower that would have some sort of footholds and some spots where you could go in and up and catch your breath, you could make it such that you would be crawling across the top of this fallen cylinder, and you could walk up that way and be looking for ways in there. I would need it to be a roll to see how quickly you can do it and how much of what's watching you will get the ability to act without you noticing. So I would say someone roll act under pressure and someone roll help out.
Well, I can roll act under pressure if that's what we want to do. And then did you say you wanted somebody to roll help out?
I tend to, yeah.
Or no?
What is the act that you're doing? You're trying to climb, see how fast you can climb up this?
This is like a group thing. This is like it's going to be all hands on deck. All the soldiers, Ragna, y'all are trying to build an apparatus to get all of you up to the top of the supine tower. Also, Robert, for no reason, Betty had a pet name for you. What was it?
Sweet Pea.
Okay.
Sutton, did you want to help or should I do it?
You do it.
Then roll help out.
I rolled a 7 for act under pressure.
I roll a 10.
So it takes you the rest of the in-game day. So by the time you get up there, you don't have problems with visibility out here because it's still visible, but the sun has gone down. It is nighttime. And everything is lit with a harsh, sharp moonlight. With every step on the exterior of this tower, you can hear something beneath your feet whispering, overlapping. Maybe you didn't even really hear it.
It seems normal.
Yeah. All of you without your horses are up here now.
I mean, yeah, I think we're gonna try to see if we can scale into this thing somehow. Let's get into the windows.
Yep. Just want to start marching and look for a window?
Yeah, I mean, look for a way in. We're not understanding any of those whispers at all. There's nothing coming out.
That's an interesting question. Roll read about situation.
9.
And you want to know, like, if you can understand them?
Yeah, like, are they actually noticing us kind of thing? Are they making plans of, oh, they're above us, we're going to go here? Or are they just doing their normal nighttime giggles?
Or is it more just an ambient whisper?
That's a good question. And I like it very much. And I'm glad you asked it. And I'm glad you asked it because I think that you can tell. Here's the actual evidence. Then I want to tell you the conclusion that you're drawing is that there's sort of a pattern to it. There's a noise near you and then it's softer and it's further away and it's further up the tower and it's further up the tower. And what you are getting from that is that they are transmitting up the chain. They're passing information along forward.
Can you give me a rough idea of how long this tower is?
Yeah, I'd say about 500 feet, 40 to 50 stories.
Have we been hearing it the entire time we're walking?
Yeah, since you started walking on the surface, the exterior surface of this tower, that's when you started hearing it, when the sun kind of went down.
Did Ringlet come with us up here or no?
Yep, she came.
I think I might whisper then to Ringlet and be like, any literature about how these things whisper to you?
She's looking straight ahead and says, they don't whisper to us. They whisper to their masters.
Is it like a thing where you cut off the head of the snake, then the rest, I don't know, there's not really a metaphor for this, but you cut off the head of the snake and the rest of them die or something?
For a time, until they can manufacture a new head for the snake.
That's ominous. Anything in that book of magic knowledge that you have that says how to kill these things for good?
Seems like fire worked pretty well.
Yeah, well, there's probably a lot in here, so I don't know if you seemed pretty gassed. So I don't know how much your fire's gonna...
We could do just that. Gas them out.
In your metaphor, cutting off the head will kill one snake, but these beasts have dozens of heads. Perhaps if we could locate and strike at the heart.
I mean, that's kind of what I was trying to imply.
And what I'm trying to imply is that, like, this is the arc plot of this game.
Mm-hmm.
This is the introduction to the Stalkers.
We hear a big quest notification sound. Complete with a header and then smaller quests underneath it.
The quest would be strike at the heart. Find more information about the Stalkers.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you just want to head forward. What's the move?
Going through the windows. That's our only way in as far as we are aware.
So it will not be quick. And I think the other thing that it pleases me to tell you is that as you go up this tower, it gets colder. And I don't just mean like it gets colder as in outside it's colder, but maybe one of the soldiers will like bend down and touch the stone is cold, emanating cold. In fact, it even starts to get slippery. Some of the soldiers are having a hard time keeping their footing. And before too long, and before you reach properly the area where the tower starts to bend down and make contact with the earth, you can see there is a window, probably designed more to be like the portal through which archers could fire arrows or mages could fire spells, but it would still be wide enough for each or any of you to wriggle through. But it has been boarded up from the inside.
With what? Wood?
Boards.
Roll it about situation.
Premium mahogany?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you don't know.
I'm somewhere else.
Yeah, you're pretty much convinced that this can't be a window because you can't see through it. Guys, what are we doing here?
I'm not that fucking dumb, Jonny.
It's blocked off. Guess we can't go in.
If your intent was to kind of tell what was any information about how or why this had happened, you got nothing. It's boarded up. You can't see inside. No information.
Sutton's mind is elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could try to throw some fire on it. Anyone?
We could burn it. We could hit it. We could smash it.
Don't you have like a close-up fire spell or something, Sutton?
Oh, hey, yeah.
Usually, fire burns wood.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I didn't know if it was blocked by wood or by snow or by stone or something.
Well, I mean, let's throw whatever we have at it and see what works. That's my general approach.
Sure.
Can Robert go up to it and feel the window, knock on it a little bit, get the feeling of it?
I'm going to have you roll read about situation as well.
Wowzers. That's amazing. That's a 14.
Dope. Ask 3 questions.
Robert's a fucking a janitor and manages a building.
That's true.
What does it mean? What is it?
Just so you know, that if you act on these answers, you get a +1 while the information is relevant.
True enough. So, as far as what I understand your first question to be, it is clear to you that this is all stuff hodgepodge together, irrespective of what it was, that you might have found in like a very fancy library. Pieces of wood that are very clearly the backs of chairs. There's large slabs that are very clearly the surfaces of a table. I think there's probably a good portion of it that is lashed together bricks. But yeah, it's largely wood and very high quality wood that has not been treated well.
I don't even know what else to ask. I just want to burn it. Do you guys have any questions?
If we sacrifice the other 2 questions, will you give us some neat information, Jonny?
Roll manipulate someone on me. If you fail, you don't get to mark experience. This is DM magic.
It's a 7. No, 8. Whatever. It's an 8. But
why would you lie? Okay. So if you want to burn your last 2 questions, I will tell you something helpful.
Go for it.
Starting a fire or making a large amount of noise here will attract something's attention.
I mean, I assumed anyway we were going to get into this was going to attract some sort of attention because we don't know what's behind anything.
Now you don't have to assume.
I say that the fact that we have an advantage now, maybe we just do that and they're bottlenecked from the window coming out.
That could work.
I say we bottleneck them.
So you're wanting me to use fire or something else?
With respect, sir, you might want to request an upgrade in your robes. You've got a head on your shoulders, but you're dressed like, begging your pardon, sir, a little boy.
I've heard it. It's not about the robes you wear, it's how you use them.
Is that a sex thing, sir?
No, not a sex thing. Just to clarify, let's focus on the objective, Paxton.
What do you think we should do, Robert?
Well, I say we burn it.
Okay.
Plain and simple. We gotta get in there either way, and this is the only window we've seen since walking up this entire damn thing.
Sutton roll use magic to do that, and then I want to tell you how it feels.
That's a 12.
Also, I have to retcon something quite important, and that is that both Robert, the healing spell that you found, and Sutton, the fire spell that you found, have a word associated with them. Each of you, what is that word? And it would be better if it was a fake made-up word.
Framinsky.
What?
Framinsky.
Framinsky. That obviously is a healing spell.
Duh.
Miah, if you please.
Okay. My magic word is going to be Fuoco. I have an idea, I think, of what it looks like this time, if it helps.
I reserve the right to disagree.
Okay. Sutton has been quiet and been in like the middle of the group as we've been climbing this, but she will step forward and closing her eyes, arms at her sides, and I think just her hands like reaching out, not going out, but at her sides. Just heat comes off of her body, just starts to warm and increasing the temperature in the wood, causing it to start to like burn and ember. And
I think my one build on that is that all that first stuff happens, that you can feel the concentration of warmth, and instead it all collects itself in front of your hands as pure heat and fire, and then launches out at the wood. Jack, from behind you hear, you see, you say magic, you think magic, you do magic.
But how do you... What words? I just know normal words.
Any of them. The barrier begins to catch fire. The wood begins to constrict and crack. That whispering that you had heard is now back with a vengeance, and it's as though some certain part of it is very quickly being turned up until it starts to screech. And the moment there is a single piece of wood falls from the ashy edges, 2 shadows fly out. Shouldn't be a problem. The men have had their arrows trained for just such an occasion. Those arrows fly through those shadows, seeming to make no contact. And in fact, one of the arrows seems to change trajectory and hit one of the soldiers in the shin. And there are these 2 shadowy, they look like a bird got stuck in a blanket and is flying around. And then I think you can hear some of the men say,
"Sick robes! My God, they're real!"
The fuck are sick robes?
You're just asking that of the room?
Yeah, and probably like ringlet.
Who would she be sticking close to? Probably not Ragna. Probably you, Jack. Yeah, the ringlet is very near to you, and she's looking up, trying to huddle underneath you.
The Profani.
Oh, the Corruptors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. What exactly do you need from this little tower encounter to prove that there are things inside of it? Because I think we just saw things fly out, and it sounds like there's a lot of them in there.
What is your intention here? Are you trying to say we can leave, right?
Kinda. She said that we needed to prove that there was actually something in the tower.
Mm-hmm.
I think we kind of just did. Something just flew out. So it's is this good? Further proof needed? What is the expectation here? Because we came here to get proof that there was something in the tower, and we have done that.
And get Nathaniel free.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't sign on to do their fucking dirty work.
Roll manipulate someone.
Okay, that's good. I rolled a 9 on the dice plus 1, 10.
Hey.
Okay. I think her calculation is that the best thing to do now is to try to get the soldiers, if you can get them safely out, their account and their concurrent accounts with each other will count as viable testimony.
Okay. Well, fucking great. Then maybe we should get the hell out of here. I look around to everybody. Commander? I look to Robert.
Ragna, grab the injured ones and let's get out of here.
Roll manipulate someone. Robert.
I have to manipulate Ragna? I mean, come on.
We had a moment.
We had multiple moments. 11.
So that will get Ragna to pick up the injured one, and it will get most of the rest of them to with all possible haste, basically get into retreat formation and start trying to run away. Then the two things that are flying around are going to do two separate things. One will be that one of them will like swoop down to where the barricade in the window is still burning and seem to like inhale a bunch of the fire and dive back up into the sky. Another one will like descend and seem to like fly at and then through one of the soldiers that's standing quite near to you, Robert. So now you want to run away?
Yes.
Yes, Ma?
Sutton, you seem bursting with potential. What's happening? What are you doing?
That was annoying. Okay. I was trying to figure out if I'm gonna do what I was gonna do. Son's gonna jump in the hole.
All right.
It's also really annoying because I rolled double sixes.
Okay.
Why are you jumping in the hole? I literally think Jack is like, what are you doing? We're running. Fuck. Jack is gonna jump down after Sutton. I'm gonna say to Ragna and to Ringlet, get out of here.
So Ragna is to get the injured one and Ringlet out of here, correct?
Yeah, I think we want them to get out. I'm trying to go after Sutton because she's jumping in for some fucking reason.
Paxton, he would keep himself positioned as far to the front as he could, but to keep all of his men behind him. But as he sees Sutton jump in, he's gonna look at the window and then look at Robert like,
Sir, orders?
Balls. Yeah, Maya. You said, okay, so Ragna has the injured...
Yes, and Ringlet. There's an injured soldier probably over her shoulder, and then Ringlet's just like staying close.
And how many men does Paxton have? Like you said, like 12?
There's 12.
I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, they got...
We came with 12, so 11.
Are all 11 still good to go?
With two exceptions. One, the one that Ragna has over her shoulder, and two, the one that just got dive bombed, has fallen to his knees and is violently vomiting.
I'm gonna say...
Paxton, I want you to send 2 of your men with that one vomiting over there, and you and the rest of them, I need you to come with me. We're going in, boys.
So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be 8 men plus Paxton? Or is it 12 total?
12 total, with including the injured one that Ragna has.
Is Paxton a part of that 12?
Yes.
Okay, so 8 total.
Yeah. All right. In you jump.
Not of our choice.
Nope. I think I land. What is Sutton doing?
So Sutton, you fall in first. You are first surprised by how little you can see, and then surprised by how little that bothers you. I need you to roll a read a bad situation to see how much you can take in quickly.
5.
Then I think I want to revise what I said and say that you are first surprised by how little you can see, and then you are surprised by how much that bothers you. In the same way that Robert, he's surprised at how well his body works, you are surprised at how weakened your innate defense mechanisms are. That this darkness shouldn't remind you of then, but it does. I had a fun question for each of you, and I want to have a fun question for you now. Sutton, we haven't mentioned much about this before. It hasn't come up. It's coming up now. In the time that you were, shall we say, indentured to the being that made you a vampire, there was a consistent sound, mostly when you were alone, that was somewhere nearby wherever you were being held. Something happened routinely. It can be something that would be innately scary. It could be something that was just, you've linked it in your mind to that place and that time. It was something otherwise mundane. But whatever that sound was, you hear it now, and you can't be sure whether it's real or not.
It's a clicking.
It's a clicking.
I think Sutton don't know what that clicking is, but Sutton...
So steady rhythmic clicking.
Yeah.
Okay. For a moment, unclear what day it is, what year, what decade, who's the president, when are the Olympics. And then you hear a series of thumps as more people drop into this space with you.
What the fuck are you doing?
Not much of a team player, are you?
Consequences of my action. I'm gonna...
What did you think?
Jonny, I want to use magic and heat up my sword and hopefully create light from doing that.
Okay, roll use magic.
9.
Pick a glitch.
Problematic side effect.
So you are lighting up your sword, trying to make it glow. You know when metal glows? When it's melting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you heat up your sword. It does begin to glow a nice warm red that shimmers brighter into gold. And then it is as though someone has stabbed the back of your hand with a flaming knife, and roll out under pressure to not drop this sword.
8.
You are able to drop the sword on what appears to be a pile of rubble and stone. And so it's still glowing, still melting, but you can see a little bit better. And yeah, the main thing that you can see is Jack Harrow in your face going, what the fuck? We had a plan.
Sutton. I think Jack actually takes Sutton by like the scruff of her shirt and shoves her into a wall. What the fuck are you doing? We are getting out of here. This is not the plan.
I thought that we were coming here to fight them.
No, we were coming here to get proof of their existence so that we could get Nathaniel out. This is off the script.
Do we know that we have enough proof?
Yes, we have the corroboration of these soldiers who are now jumping in here to save your ass.
They're forming a shaky perimeter around you.
This is not the time to be a hero. This is time to retreat.
You're right. Yeah, I'm sorry.
All of you here, in what you are effortlessly able to recognize as the direction of the top of the tower, scrambling, clanging rattle.
That's not good.
Don't like that sound.
How hard will it be to get out of this thing? Like, how high up is it?
I mean, you dropped down here blindly and sustained no injury. So I don't think you would be able to just like jump back up. The depth of this room would probably be somewhere like 10 feet.
Okay.
I mean, you said there's a bunch of rubble. Is there a way that we can stack and pile?
You sure can. For what it's worth, I am sorry to do this, but then as you are looking up and trying to do your calculations of how high up you think it probably is, the light coming in is momentarily blocked by the shape of a empty robe that descends inside and comes to like land probably like in between the three of you. 1 to 2 it's Jack, 3 to 4 it's Sutton, 5 to 6 it's Robert. 6. This thing like leans back, its like robe body inflates like a cartoon balloon, and then it deflates all at once, and spewing out of where its sort of mouth face would be is this like jaundiced yellow looking molten flame just spews out on you.
At Robert?
At Robert.
Can I protect someone?
Roll it.
Okay, so I rolled a 5, but I'm using a luck point.
Oh, you are.
You damn right you are.
Big fucking day.
Fuck you.
Do you want me to read my special?
I do. We will for the future.
I'll
for
do
sure.
it for the listeners. So when the Monstrous playbook uses a luck point, my monster side gains power. My curse may become stronger, or another breed disadvantage may manifest.
And remind the listeners and me what your curse currently is.
It's currently feed.
Okay.
If possible, I'm imagining Sutton darting over to Robert, pushing him down, and essentially want my, I don't know which way it makes sense, to like cover him like face to face, like so my back gets hit, but just like one of those moves, you know, with a kid where you like huddle over them.
Oh, yes.
You shield them from the arrows.
Yeah.
First, on a 10 plus for protect someone, you can either take -1 of the harm, have all impending danger now focused on you, inflict harm back on the enemy, or hold the enemy back. Which one do you want to do?
I want to hold them back. I guess it would be more so like the impending dangers are focused on me, actually, because I would like to get attention on me. This is my fucking fault. And get these people out.
Okay. So, Robert, this thing rears back and starts to fire lava on you, and without you even noticing, in the space between a blink, Sutton is in front of you, facing down this thing instead. Sutton, you are doused with liquid flame. You take 3 harm minus your immortality, and it is focused on you.
Jonny, in this moment, can I do an oops?
Okay, Robert, The odd thing that you find that definitely looks out of place enough to notice, amid a pile of as out of place looking long, rough nails, there is a set of broken manacles.
How broken are we talking?
Like, of the two wrist things, one of them is snapped open so it wouldn't close again. And the chain between them, they're still connected, but the middle link is split.
I'll take them.
Okay.
I have a very long list of random ass fucking items.
You are like min-maxing that oops. I love it. I have an idea of what I think Sutton's plan is, but Jack, Robert, I need to know what you're doing.
Because you kind of said that wasn't one of them kind of like engaging with Robert right now? Or was like coming to attack him?
Yes.
Sutton has protected me and pushed me out of the way.
That one is now focused on Sutton.
That one?
Yep.
Is there any others or just that one?
Not in here.
Okay. Jack seeing this thing and hearing probably other things coming, she's like kind of freaking out and she's like trying to think what Gree told her about like saying magic words and like coming up with something. And I think she just wants to get the fuck out of here. She's having flashbacks, I think, to having to leave other people behind and like all this kind of shit. And so she's like, I'm not having that happen again. She's gonna try to do magic, I guess.
Okay. Describe your intention and your method, please.
I think she literally wants to just like disintegrate it.
The corrupted?
The corrupted, yeah. And so like this robed thing, it just starts to like fray and like fall off into pieces. That's what the intent. Like she's just trying to destroy it.
Here's what I will say. Unless you roll exceptionally well and it's funny, you won't be able to just snap your fingers and kill the thing.
Yeah.
A successful roll will mean meaningful damage by means of magic.
Okay.
Roll use magic.
Now, I have a clarifying question, Jonny. With Gree, I'm supposed to be able to get a +1, but it's when I'm studying magic, but because we're not really using him that way, can I use his advice?
I would count that for this.
Okay. So then it's a 10.
Excellent. I think the next thing that I need from you is a word.
Rozparycie.
Is that a little Russian there? A little Polish?
It means disintegrate in Polish. I think like in Jack's mind, she doesn't understand how magic works, but she just assumes that like saying something in a different language would maybe like that's how magic works. And so she's just like in the junk drawer of her brain, she has lots of different languages that she knows. And she's like, I don't know, Polish sounds cool. Just like says that.
Excellent. So what you get is this. You say that word and you try to push that idea out of your mind at this thing. The shot of this in the TV would be, it's a black screen and then a hole opens up and there's like ragged cloth and threads kind of obscuring it. And through that hole, you can see Sutton looking furious and sorry and surprised. This thing spins around to look at you. Now that it's like looking at you and there's now a bunch of molten flame glittering over Sutton's body and clothing and armor, you can see its weird face, or you can see its teeth, and they look hurt.
Good. I'm going to use magic.
To do what?
Light it on fire.
Okay, roll it.
11. Sutton is going to say, Fuoco. And I would like to use the flames that are on myself, like pick it up and throw it at this corrupted.
You can't do that, but what I would allow and what would be really dope is for you to use fire and also tackle it while on fire.
That would make it a kick some ass roll, though.
It would add probably an act under pressure for fun. Here's what I will say. You can hit it with that spell, having done that. If you want to use the flames that are already on you, that will be physical. It will be kick some ass, or it will be act under pressure.
So act under pressure to tackle this thing?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to be a 9.
Here's what happens. You tackle it. It is on fire. You are on fire. As you have it in your arms, it is like you are holding on to a weighted blanket. There doesn't seem to be any form to it. There doesn't seem to be anything underneath, but you can like grip parts of the robe of it to keep it from flying away. And its head swivels around, tearing some cloth as it does. And its teeth there's so many of them, and they're thin and they're long and they're yellowed. And its jaw creaks open and it exhales this noxious gas. Roll act under pressure one more time, please.
Sutton is trying to yell, "Get out! I'll follow you! I'll keep it distracted!" 6.
Can we help?
You didn't hear her say that because she's retching and cannot meaningfully move or act. But she and this thing, from your perspective, everything just went according to plan. She has this thing pinned, it's trying to wriggle out, and it's on fire.
Do I take any damage?
No, you just can't move, and you can't stop vomiting.
Neat.
Robert, are you doing anything?
I don't know if there's really anything I can do. It's ethereal.
Is it ethereal or she's pinning it? So, I mean, she's making contact with it. Because my thought was like Jack might go up and try to like just stab this thing in the head. If it has a head.
Because those arrows went right through it.
But she is pinning it right now. So it's like, can I try to stab it?
Yes, you can try to stab it.
I'm going to work on helping everybody get out.
Excellent.
I'd like to command people to work on getting us out using my charm.
I love that. Roll that, please.
7.
That's a 10.
Excellent.
Robert the Overseer.
Honestly, and you're like noticing all the overturned yet still largely intact bookshelves that could be easily moved, stacked on top, that could become makeshift ladders to get you up and out. You're even helping figure out like how some of them can be angled so that if you have to carry Sutton, you don't know exactly what you're going to be dealing with in a second, but they are leaping into action. There are eight of them, and they are doing exactly what you want them to. Jack, you get close and go to stab this thing. You get a whiff of hot, noxious gas. Roll act under pressure.
8.
Good news, you can still move, and you can still drive your sword through this thing's head. Bad news, every time you want to do anything else, you will have to roll act under pressure for the foreseeable until I tell you to stop. Sutton, this thing is breathing out at you, and you are retching. A sword stabs through the cloth and does seem to make contact with something. Instead of blood, it's more of that molten liquid fire coming out of this thing that is just like singeing and searing off the cloth and even burning up the teeth as though they're just made out of burlap. The fire is just eating away at the teeth, and this thing seems to go limp. Outside, you've been hearing sort of vague and retreating combat sounds, and then you hear like a massive slam/clink as of, say, a huge axe making contact with cold stone. And then kind of far away, but not so far away that you can't really hear it, you hear a weak so that thunk shakes the entire tower and reverberates up to and including the room that you are in. A door, beyond which you intuit would be the top of this tower, gently swings open, and you hear a smaller, unmuffled, but still weaker version of that. And you can see that there is some kind of figure, maybe 10 feet tall, chained, nailed, and otherwise boarded against the wall. And it is thrashing against its bounds. Executive producer Jonny Grubb. This has been Channels, featuring
Miah as Sutton Malone,
Drew as Robert V. Slaughter,
Lauren as Jack Harrow,
and Jonny as literally everybody else. Channels is a production of the Monsters Playbook. Miah is our producer and engineer, Lauren and Miah are our editors, and our theme song is by me, Jonny. If you liked this episode, please tell a friend. We love friends. You can find the Monsters Playbook on the social media network that resonates with you. We post on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and Blue Sky, and we hang out on Discord. If you just can't get enough of the Monsters Playbook, you can join us on Patreon, where you'll find blooper reels, exclusive merch and miniseries, and NPC side stories. We'll see you next episode where, as always, I'll have some good news and some bad news. Thanks for listening.
The fuck are sick robes?
You're just asking that of the room?
Yeah, and probably like ringtail.
Ringlet.
I will answer your question if you ask me by the correct name.
Fuck me! I even thought about it too.
Which one is it? It's Ringtail.
Like, why are you guys looking at me?
Fuck. We should just change your name to Ringtail. Ringlet.
What am I, a fucking monkey?
Yes, I would like to ask Ringlet.
Do I look like some kind of a lemur to you? Do I seem to like to move it?